Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Peace and love. You're now rocking to the sounds and vibrations of your boy, Don Kalam. Also known as Malik Kalam. And as always, prosperity is your divine birthright. Peace and love, everybody. Let me know where y'all tapped in and tuned in from. Peace and love. I'm gonna drop some game for you real quick, man. I gotta bust some moves today. You know, we staying shitty, fresh, iced out now. That's how we moving in this public realm. Because we operating in the public and the private. That's what you gotta learn. That's what you gotta learn. That's what I'm trying to teach the game, how to operate in the public, but moving in the private. We got the Bay Area in the building, Green Bay in the building as well, Oregon in the building. Peace and love. It's cold where y'all at, ain't it? I don't do the cold now. I don't do the cold. But peace and love. I got the blunt rolled up too. I mean, we about to draw some game, alright? It's time to draw some motherfucking game. I'm not licensed attorney, tax expert, just for educational and informational purposes only. But I do got degrees now. Law degrees, business degrees, all of that shit. We stay fucking iced out. You can get close up on my shit. You can get close up on my shit. Yeah. Let them know, man. Let them know you can get close up on my shit, man. Now, I love palm trees. You see the palm trees on the back. I need y'all to overstand this. You need to invest in your private education. Everyone should invest in private education. You shouldn't try to change your private education. You're not doing shit to change. Do you change the public education system? And you still ain't made $1 million. So first and foremost, because you have to understand, no one is gonna go out their way. No one is gonna go out their fucking way. Listen. No one's going to go out their way to teach you how to protect your assets. No one's going to go out their way. Don Kalam has those motherfuckers. And no one else is going to teach you how to get rich. No one's going to go out their way and teach you how to get wealthy. I'm going to let that sink in. Let me get a 100, some fire emojis, something if you understand and agree with what I'm dropping. Let me know that you comprehend, you understand. We on the same wavelength. I'll let you get close up on it. Get close up on it. Close up on the ice. Nigga, I got ice in my ear too. Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man. Alright. So look. Don Kalam want everybody. There's enough to go around, alright? There's enough to go around. I need y'all to understand. So, I need y'all to understand public versus private. It is an intelligence level. It is an intelligence level. And I apologize to those who can't comprehend. Think with the right head. That's all I can tell you. Think with the right head. So private versus public. When you're using the social security number, it's a public number. And y'all keep saying it's yours. And I need y'all to understand, y'all use this as business owners as well. And you keep claiming that this number is yours. And you, as a business owner, you must understand that ownership means liability. Ownership means liability. Ownership and liability means obligations. Obligations and liability. That's what ownership means. It's own nothing, control everything. And there's no law. Show me the law. Show me the law. I'm waiting. Show me the law. Show me the law that says that you own the social security number, because y'all keep claiming that it's yours. Make sure y'all share this with at least 3 people right now. I'm going to do it right now. Share this live. Don Kalam University is in the building. We got Don Kalam _legacy. That's what we live on. If y'all on the Instagram. And then we got Don Kalam University. There's a Don Kalam official out there too, but those are the main ones. Just go to those pages right there. I'm trying to teach y'all some free 99 game, but unfortunately, people only find value when they pay for it, and that's just what life is. You know, you get what you give. You get what you give. But I need everybody to understand. It's old enough to control everything. You cannot own the Social Security number. It is not yours. So, I just need everybody to come through with this mindset when coming into the public mentality. Because owning this social, when y'all say y'all owning social, I'm telling you, obligation, liability, you're claiming the benefits, you're the beneficiary, you're going to be taxed, you can get the shit in and stick every time. You're in Sister K values. You don't want to be in Sister K values whatsoever. Sister K values. You can look up Sister K Vi. Give me a second, I'll do that for you. Cause I want it to make sense for everybody. You know. See, and there we go. I got somebody asking me about codes. How is it private if it's codes? They asked me about USC codes and UCC codes. If you have a uniform on, those codes apply to you. You can only control what you create. So people like that, I just banish from my sight. I banish from my vision. Because you don't know how to operate in the private correctly. Family law is private law. But a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people, this is why you need trustee trading. Exactly why you need trustee trading. This is why you need to tap in and get that private trustee training in the private. Somebody making $100,000. So some school teachers, if they're lucky, make $100,000. Do you agree? $100,000. So how much money can they really lead you to? So that's a rule. That's a private rule, though. Understanding that if you want to be a millionaire, you need to hang around millionaires. You want to be a billionaire, you need to hang around billionaires. Trillionaires hang around trillionaires. I need everybody to understand that. So you got the private sector, you got the public sector. When you're utilizing the Social Security number, you're using it in the public sector. If you're part of my private community, you done had this class with me. Sister K value. So the Sister K value is the beneficiary of a trust or insurance policy. The Social Security number is a public insurance policy, and it's not set up for the private. It's set up for whoever established it, and the public established it. A legislation established it, so it's set up to ensure legislation. This is how they're getting paid off your labor to pay back the United States national debt. A lot of people don't understand this process through sweat equity. And that's all it is sweat equity. And that's why you got to tap into private trusteeship. That's why you got to tap into these private meetings. That's why you got to tap into these private rooms. That's why you're not in the room. Because no one is going to teach you how to get wealthy. No one's going to teach you the secrets of asset protection. No one's going to teach you the secrets of how to turn your labor into wealth. Because that's what the top elite do. And they're not just going to, they're dying to fucking let people win. That's why you got to tap into your private education and get around these right families. I don't care if you got to be their janitor at first. You know, Bentley Farnsworth, I'm not trying to bring up Diddy, but Bentley Farnsworth was Diddy's secretary or his personal assistant at first. You got to do things like this. Like, I know people that, like, I tell some of my stories on how we open doors. Sometimes you got to start off cleaning a building. You know, I know, because a lot of people don't understand. Janitors have the keys to the building. In a public education system, a custodian is a major fucking title. It's a major level. It's a major key of life and your children. But you don't understand these trustee training rules. I'm gonna let that sink in. Drop some 100s, fire emojis, something when you understand what the fuck I just said. A custodian has more power than a principal when you understand trusteeship. When you understand guardianship. I'm glad y'all following along with y'all. I'm glad this shit making sense. This is why you gotta tap into your private education. Who got the keys? The custodian got the keys. You know, and I know people tapped in all cities across the world. You know, I know people across the world, custodians across the world, they got the keys and it's tapped in to the major players in the game, and they look like just the ordinary custodian at a school, but they're tapped into the world. Top flight security of the world, Craig. I don't understand that though. Same way, I'm not gonna get deep with everybody. I'm not gonna drop all the secrets today, okay? But this is real life, no play life. And these are trustee words right there. You gotta understand who you are. The reason why you get truancy, while you're truant in school, is because you utilize a social security number. The Jehovah's Witness can't get held truant because they don't abide by those rules. They don't abide by the public system. They don't fucking put their heart over the fucking Star Spangled Banner. You gotta understand a banner is for a corporate world. And you understand what a banner is. I'm just dropping too much sauce today. Y'all should be taking notes, for real, for real. But I want everybody to understand, you do not have to utilize the social security number, or you need to utilize it correctly in a way that is not going to make you liable for anything attached to that motherfucker. And all you got to do is move like they move. Look how they move. And that's why I tell people, learn how to create your own tribe. Learn how to create your own church. The Catholics have confession. You think they're not getting paid off having the real nigga court? You dig what I'm saying? You think they're not securitizing your baptismal agreements, your baptismal certificates? You think these churches didn't find a way to securitize these things? You think the tribes ain't found a way to securitize tribal court? When you have tribal infractions on the tribe or the reservation, you think they haven't found a way to securitize these transactions and agreements? Because they're still working with the system. They're still working with the devil. There's only one way to work with the system. There's only one way to work with the devil. Y'all keep trying to make it complicated, and it's own nothing, control everything. It's contracts. It's agreements. Understanding with holding agents and holding companies. The United States is just a holding company. You got to understand that. You got to understand that. And they have the right to create their own agreements and securitize their own agreements. They don't have to go through their own system because they created their own fucking system. They don't have to fucking get medallion stamps. They don't have to do none of that shit because they have their own system in place where this is the law of the land. They rocking it like Debo. As simple as that. And when you're utilizing a social security number, you have all that protection behind you when you know how to utilize it correctly. But a lot of y'all don't know how to utilize this shit correctly. Y'all know how to pimp these trusts correctly. Y'all know how to make your name a business starting off first. Trademark the name, trademark the signature, trademark the thumbprints. We walk you through the whole process. If you're fucking tapped into my school, holla at your motherfucking boy. We making shit shake. I can't make this shit up. We're really out here changing lives out here, alright? But it's to your level of understanding. Everything is going to be to your level of understanding on how far you go and how far you take this, alright? Because I make sure the information's out there. Got people saying right now the school is fire. They said I got to get in. I got one homeboy on here that did the trademark process. Listen, everything you need to know is in my school. You go to skool.com/Don Kalam, DonKilam. You can even Google it. It pops up on Google. It's Googleable. But go to the link on my Instagram. I'm still gonna spark this with you. I've already dropped some game already. I don't know if y'all been catching it. Let me know if y'all been catching it. Let me know if y'all been catching the game, because I've already dropped some game already. Because I'm going to tell you this. These families aren't looking for you to get in the room, okay? Are you in the fucking rooms? Are you sitting down with these fucking families? I put myself in the fucking rooms. I only got kicked out twice. And I've been in hundreds of fucking rooms. Get in where you fucking fit in. Hey, don't ask me questions on here. I'll kick you out. Google's free. My trademarks, they get approved within weeks. I don't do that 5-month shit. I don't wait for nothing. We bypass the attorney and we'll get your shit processed within weeks. You want to ask me a fucking question? You get in line and book a fucking consult. I can give a fuck. We all got problems. The best thing I can do with people with problems is not partake in your bullshit. That's the best I can do. Go be a problem solver for once in your fucking life instead of asking people fucking questions all the goddamn time for free. You can ask your mama for free. You can ask your daddy for free. And obviously they didn't do their fucking job. I'm not your mommy. I'm not your fucking daddy. You're going to pay me to answer your fucking questions. I'm going to kick you out my fucking live. I'm going to kick you out my fucking chat. I'm going to kick you out my fucking life. How about that? Because I don't fuck with people like that. You understand? Trustees problem solve. Trustees figure it out. Quit asking another motherfucker how to help you. That's some begging ass, pussy ass shit. Go plead to the courts. Please. That's what the fuck you do. That's what the fuck you do. That's real nigga shit. When I'm talking, shut the fuck up and take notes, because I'm dropping you fucking game. I'm in the room with billionaires now. What the fuck are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Tell me. I'll wait. Oh yeah, you're on my live asking me fucking questions like I give a fuck. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm gonna fucking tell you. I'm dropping you free fucking game right now. Shut the fuck up. Take notes. Or go learn some fucking where else. That's how life fucking works in Don Kalam's world. Because I'm going to lead you to the fucking promised land. These other motherfuckers ain't going to lead you no motherfucking way. So shut the fuck up and take notes when you see a real nigga in your presence. Dropping that motherfucking shit. Dropping that motherfucking game. For free 99, bitch. Straight up. Now, where was I? You got to understand. Everything is family business. And the trust should own the essence of everything of you. Because you got to understand, when you signed a birth certificate, when your mama signed a birth certificate, yes, you can blame it on your mama. It was your mama's fault. Alright? Now, some people ain't got no birth certificates. And that's what's up. But you signed a covenant outside God. A birth certificate proves who your maker is. And that's why we should not identify with these motherfucking documents. These instruments. And the birth certificate, it can be compared to a convertible bond. Because it can turn into notes. It creates the fucking Social Security trust. Social Security numbers of trust. It converts to a driver's license. That's another insurance policy. These are all insurance policies. A lot of people don't understand it. And when you have public insurance, when you're a public entity, you have to have public insurance. It's that simple. And that's how the government's rocking too. So like the judges, they can't be in the public without no public insurance. They got bonds. They got public bonds. Real shit. They got public bonds. Police have public bonds. This is the shit you disrupt when you're taking it on a higher level, a higher plane of things, in order to get what you want in life. Alright? I'm not going to get too deep with that. But they don't own their name. They don't own their essence. The government does. 28 U.S.C. 2002, subsection 15A, United States means federal corporation. Understand that. U.S. business means U.S. citizen. Let me find it. Hold up. Let me back my claims. That's going to be 15 U.S.C. 4724 E1. United States business means a United States citizen, or corporation, partnership, or other association created under the laws of the United States or any state, including the District of Columbia or any Commonwealth territory or possession of the United States Or C, a foreign corporation. That is 15 USC 4724 E1. United States business means United States citizen. I need y'all to understand that. Understand your name as a business. It's a special purpose vehicle, an SPV or an SPE. It's a bankruptcy remote entity. So we're using your labor. The government is using your labor. The Social Security number is using your labor when you're pledging your assets to the Social Security number. When you put your Social Security number on things, it's pledging the assets. That's a public trust. Public sector is part of the economy that the government controls. Think about it. Public housing. Public assistance. Public defender. Think about it. Anytime you see the word public, think how to get out of these contracts. You have to rescind and revoke these signatures. You have to rescind and revoke these contracts. Newly discovered evidence, fraud. These are there's no statute of limitations on these things. All right, so you get up out of these things. We use baby land deeds, patents of nativity. I'm gonna say this again so I can slow it down for y'all. Baby land deeds, a land deed, D-E-E-D, land deed, a baby land deed, patents of nativity, family Bible records. Keeping a family Bible, a baptismal certificate. You can create your own church and create your own baptismal certificate. You know, if you're playing a public game, you can just say you create membership certificates of your LLCs or even your family trust, and whatever makes sense to you. It's your game. You gotta learn how to play it correctly. All right. That's why you have to tap in with the private. The Jewish are playing the game right. So again, the Jewish are playing the game right. The Amish, they're playing the game right. Just look at the congregations that are worth billions. The Catholic Church, they're playing the game right. When you're using the baptismal certificate, that directly corresponds with the Vatican, the canon law. You fall under canon law that falls under the Catholic Church. So you really belong to them, and you have to understand that you're still under your Roman slave. The birth certificate proves who your maker is. Are you 7 pounds 10 ounces? Let me know. Well, the birth certificate proves who your maker is. They know who owns your soul. You stamp the soul of your foot on it. I'm going to teach you the game. Teach you how to get out that jurisdiction. Anything that gets delivered is property. Come on, talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just think about it. It's not rocket science, G. Anything that gets delivered is property. Let me hit the blunt on that. This shit got delivered. You feel me? Are you ready to get delivered? Are you ready for deliverance? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Some good weed, ain't it? I'm out here, man, in the mountains, man, with the palm trees in the mountains, man. Are you ready for deliverance? Are you ready for true status correction? Talk to me. Come on, man, I'm dropping real game. I'm dropping real spill. I gotta get with it or get lost, man. So listen, when you understand the family and state, create the family and state correctly. Have the family foundations correctly. You know, you gotta have your nonprofits. But you gotta learn how to move in trust. 508c1As. 508c1As, that's a private trust. I'm teaching game though, real spill, I'm teaching game. So, we also got the non-grainer, irrevocable, complex, discretionary, spendthrift trust. That's what we're working on now. But you gotta understand how to do the maneuver the taxes correctly. Because when you're moving, because when you do want to update your things and update the IRS certain things when it benefits you, when it sends you that money back. They're working on full faith and credit. Full faith and credit. So when you learn how to make your name a business, I'm going to start off, one is the home office deduction. That's how we get big paper back. Man, I'm talking about 40, 60 bands just off the home office deductions. Okay? When you understand your name as a business. Now, I go through this in a Capitalizing Namepreneur, a book that I have, Capitalizing Namepreneur. You can look it up on Amazon. But I'm talking about your mortgage, Property taxes, if you have them. I teach people how to get out of taxes. But if you got taxes, you can write them bitches off too. You understand your name is a business. If you pay taxes, write that shit off. That's a deduction. Because you gotta quit looking at bills as bills. You gotta look at them as deductions. All right. And when you're moving them in trust, you can deduct things a little bit differently than you could just a regular business. Because just with the business alone, if you just got one member, that's gonna be like 250 bands you can get back. But with the trust, you can get way more back. And I'm talking about, I got a whole list of things that we utilize. I'm talking about insurance, any type of insurance, utilities, Wi-Fi, repairs, but depreciation. If you got HOA fees, all this shit is a write-off. All this shit is a deductible. A deductible. Off the trust, I've seen people get, I'm not going to get too deep with y'all, man, but some people get millions back, okay? I'm showing people how to get millions back already with another process that I'm doing, but we're not going to get deep on that. You need to be tapped into the school to learn about that. I teach people about self-employment taxes. Self-employment tax deduction is tax avoidance. This is tax avoidance versus tax evasion. With the LLCs, we're using them something called a pass-through deduction, because these are our pass-through entities. I'm not going to get deep with that either. I teach people how to do the vehicle tax deductions. I teach people how to do travel expense deductions. I teach people how to do meal plans. I teach people how to do the stipends, fringe benefits. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit too. I teach people how to hire their children. When you contract with people, contract labor. Any type of employment benefit plans you have, if you created any benefit plans for your employees or people that work for you, if you're health insurance, that's a deductible. Business insurance is a deduction. Advertising is a deduction. Education is a big one for my operations that I have going on. Education expenses. Running a successful business requires adequate skills, training, and education. Therefore, the education expenses you incur to make your business more valuable are tax deductible. This includes expenses incurred on courses, seminars, conferences, trades, publications, books, conference calls, consults. This may even include the cost of certifications, diplomas, degrees, license, putting somebody in school. Understand this. A CPA might be able to deduct the fee to renew your professional license. I'm trying to teach you the game. Your cell phones. You have the best one there is, that's cool. You paying an expensive bill, that is a deduction for the business. Extra storage, all of that shit. Utilities, like I said, that's a deduction. Office and technology expenses, people don't know about that. I'm talking about you got computers, websites, you paying for your website, payment processing services. I'm talking about, listen, if they, all them fees they take out, Cash App take fees out, Stripe take fees out, that's all a business deduction, and people don't understand that. I teach you how to write that off, man. I teach you the game. It's just education. If you got repairs and maintenances, because repairs are fully deductible. A lot of people don't even understand that. Renovations, that's a deduction. Legal and professional service fees. This is why you should be paying people, paying attorneys, paying for opinions in life. All your bank fees are deductible. Merchant and processing fees, I spoke on that. Business loans, if you got any of those. Startup costs is a major deduction. I can go on and on. Everybody already knows charitable deductions and shit. You're paying somebody to do your taxes. Deduction. Under section 162, this is called everything else. The everything else deduction. You can get a lot back just by making your name a business, making your children's name a business. Understanding that they out here tripping in the private. You feel me? We self-governed out here. But look, everything is a deduction. And I know a lot of people don't understand that right now. But as a business person, as a businessman, and an entrepreneur mindset, you should definitely understand the importance of deductions. We don't look at as bills no more, they're deductibles. because this is all a write-off on the business. And after so many deductions, this is going to be, if your business don't own nothing, it turns into credits. And when you have credits with the IRS, this comes back in form of a check. Okay, IRS Treasury check, shit like that. All right. So this is what I'm trying to teach you. So learning how to write off these deductions is very important. Learning how to get a return back always is very important. But you make sure it goes to the business. It don't go to nothing else. It's nothing personal. It's always business. And people are not understanding this. They don't understand how to use the Social Security number in a business capacity instead of using it in a personal capacity. Same way when they try to get refunds from people and stuff like this. In the private, there is no refunds. You cannot change the private school. You cannot change the private life. You can't do it in the public. So why would you try to do it in the private? Understand that. And that's when you ask for refunds, things like that. That's doing shit in personal feelings. You understand? I'm gonna teach y'all how to rock in the private. All right. The private sector controls the public sector. Understand this. All right. Own nothing, control everything. That's why I like my Instagram. They took it, they can have it. That means I didn't have no control over it. If that makes sense. Own nothing, control everything. I control what I do. I control who I am. So the real always gonna fight me. That's how I look at it. The real always gonna fight me. But I hope y'all learned some game today. I dropped some game to you. Text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Again, text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Or click the link in the bio to tap into the school. School.com/Don Colum. That's SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. Understand your name is the brand, your name is the essence, your name is the intellectual property. That's what you need to control. If you're using the documents, you do not have control of your essence. They're saying you do not know who your maker is. You do not have, the government cannot interfere with a private contract. The government cannot interfere with a private covenant in between you and your God. There's no promissory note. There's no mortgage. There is nothing out there that can interfere with your covenant with God. So one of the rules of commerce is do not break do not break the bond with you and your higher power. Do not let anything interfere with you and your higher power whatsoever. Make sure you have that connection. Because once you know who your higher power is, you know the connection, you can maneuver correctly, alright? The truth will always set you free. So understand who you are. We are tribal people. The Bible's a fact in the courtroom, so understand that. It's nothing but tribes in the Bible. So you need to figure out which tribe you come from. You know, and if you need to learn a little bit more about who you are, that's when you tap in with me in the private. We'll get you around the right people, man. That's how it works, man. Much peace and love. Remember, prosperity is your divine birthright. Peace.